Hi, humanoid gigabytes, I am Paulina Lara, Pauliphysics, and this week I'm really happy because we are finally reaching the 200 subscribers! Yeah! Woohoo!
Thanks a lot for following me, and I invite you to keep sharing so we become a bigger community of humanoid gigabytes. And that being said, let's go with this week's video.
What Mexicans miss the most from Mexico is the food. I like to cook and I love to eat everything. Let's say that I have a demanded palate, but still it's open-minded. That is why I bring you a recipe for an experiment that I did and it worked out pretty well. So now I prepare it very often. This is a recipe for chiles rellenos, stuffed chili, but made solely with ingredients that you can easily get in German supermarkets. In all honesty, these are not stuffed chiles, but stuffed peppers, stuffed spitzpaprikas. The vegetarian recipe for 2 people needs 4 spitzpaprikas, 2 eggs, 100 grams of your favorite cheese. It helps if it's grated and one of those which melts. Half a small onion, 1.5 tomatoes, 6 tablespoons of flour, oil, salt and pepper, a package of ready-to-eat frijoles refritos fried beans, or you can buy Bohnen beans in the supermarket. I had these Bohnen white beans in my cupboard. The best ones to replace the original beans are red kidney Bohnen. These are brown beans and they taste well too. You will also need toothpicks or thread and needle. First, you have to burn the skin of the spitzpaprikas. If you have a gas stove, that is the best. And also faster to burn them directly on the flame. The fire helps to release the aroma. I did it in a pan. It's slower, but that's cause we have an electric stove. You should burn the skin of the whole paprika very well. Then, put them in a plastic bag to let them sweat and cool there. Meanwhile, you can prepare the beans for the filling. I made the white beans in the express steam pot and then just smashed them and fried them to have the paste that looks like refried beans. Once the chiles are cold, paprikas, remove the burned skin carefully. I love touching food with clean hands. If you prefer, use gloves for handling all the food, especially if someone else is watching. Try not to tear them much. Help yourself with the pressure from the tap water to finish cleaning them on the outside. Now, open them carefully to remove the seeds. Again, you can use some water to ensure that the paprikas are free of them. They will look as if they were vampire cloaks. Do they not? Just me? Well, that's how they are ready to feel. Tablespoon of cheese, spoonful of beans, little more cheese, and close. The easiest thing is to use toothpicks. I use thread and needle. It's just a matter of reminding your guests to be careful. Although, well, nothing happens to them if they swallow the thread. It will come out later. Also, you can fill them with other things, like beef. This is a very simple picadillo that has only salt, pepper, onion, garlic, and a little bit of tomato. But you can prepare a more elaborate dish and the paprikas will be wonderful too. Once you have the spitzpaprikas stuffed and closed, sprinkle some flour on them. Now, to prepare the batter, you have to separate the yolk from the white. I used this technique from my mom to very carefully separate the egg white. Reserve the yolk in another container. You have to whisk the whites with strength, speed and consistency. If you have a whisk machine, it's faster. You have to make it look like a white foam. When it's already quite high, you can add the yolks, a spoonful of water, salt and pepper. Try to achieve a mixture that does not look watered down so you can create a good batter. In the meantime, heat up a pan with oil. Turn the spitzpaprikas and add flour to the other side. Well floured, immerse them in the bowl and immediately put them in the pan that should be very hot. Again, I love to get dirty when handling food, but you can still wear gloves. You have to fry everything, turning it carefully, trying not to remove the coating. There are people who prefer to submerge them in oil to avoid this going around. I think the secret is that they are without peel, with enough flour to stick, and the batter has a good consistency. Then you can make a very quick tomato sauce to bathe them. Just blend the tomato with little salt and cut a few onions. Fry the onion in little oil, and when it's transparent or little browny, add the tomato sauce. Let it stew so it releases the rich flavor of the tomato mixed with the onion. You can dip the battered paprika in the sauce or serve it and just add tablespoons of salsa on it. The more you leave the sauce in the fire, it will make for a better, thicker consistency. The ideal way to eat a chile relleno with this preparation is with rice as garnish. However, to continue with this upside down recipe and with what I had in my kitchen, here you have my spit paprika with couscous. Sorry, it is a bit battered. Yeah, Mexican food! Because the cook and her recipe are very Mexican. Let's enjoy! Please let me know your comments, I love to read them. And also, if there are other subjects or themes that you would like me to touch in these videos, please let me know. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it. It is great to be more humanoid gigabytes. I am Paulina Lara, Pauliphysics, and I see you next week. Tschüss!